guys, After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is Season 3, Episode 18, so let's get into it. Rawr, rawr.
Your Eminence, our government has asked us to return to Tolana to arrange formal diplomatic relations with your people.
I thought it was Tolan.
Consider it done. You are, after all, the people who saved us from the Goa'uld.
Oh,
Yes.
You know what? Something I forgot to mention as well about last episode. Did they actually end up sending someone to go help O'Neill? Because then you'd have to contact them and be like, hey, I know you're like halfway there. Lol, never mind.
Well, in that spirit, we'd like to arrange for a trade.
What would you like to trade?
Technology.
I'm sorry. You know that is the one thing we cannot give you. Tolan law strictly forbids it.
Okay, we understand that. However, in our culture, laws can be changed when it's deemed that the reasons for those laws are no longer relevant.
The reasons for these laws are still relevant.
Okay, please, if you just allow me to make our case.
I assume you want weapons technology.
Yes.
One of those ion cannons would be nice.
I see. And for what will you use such a cannon?
To defend ourselves against the Goa'uld?
Forgive me, Colonel, but our research shows that you are far more likely to use our technology against enemies on your own planet.
What if I gave you my word that would never happen?
Are you the commander of your entire nation?
No.
Then in truth, you cannot guarantee it.
You know what? Forget it. Jack? We knew you wouldn't give us anything. We're wasting a lot of time here. Jack? No, Daniel. Let's go.
I don't know what you were expecting here.
What do you
Oh my god, why have they got Tilk in
Never
a
should
suit?
have saved their technologically superior butts. This is that thing to disable our weapons with, isn't it?
As well as the Goa'uld technology.
Don't even think about it.
Sir, isn't this against regulations?
I suppose it is, Carter. Let's go.
You could be screwing them.
Gonna cross the line?
Shut up, Daniel.
Yeah, crossing the line. You are risking an alliance here.
As you were. So, what is this device you brought back?
It's the thing that Tolan used to disable our weapons the last time we were there.
And it really works?
Worked on us and the Goa'ulds.
It should come in handy. So, what did you have to promise them in return, Dr. Jackson?
Actually, General, we didn't have to promise to give them anything.
They just gave you the device as a reward for saving them from the Goa'uld?
Actually, General, the Tolan refused to give us any technology.
Offered us a nice fruit basket, though.
I'm confused. How did you get the device?
I took it, sir.
Took it?
Yes.
You stole it?
I like to think of it as borrowed, sir. Major Carter can figure out how to reproduce it, and we'll give it back.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You and your team stole an alien device from an extremely advanced alien culture.
They won't retaliate if that's what you're worried about. Not their way. Right, Daniel?
This command
doesn't make it
has
right.
already been accused of stealing from several other alien cultures, Colonel. Until now, we've denied it. Perhaps that was a bit premature. Dare I ask how many other items you've stolen?
None. This is the first.
Colonel, you don't seem to understand how serious this matter is. You and your team have committed a court-martialable offense.
To be fair, General, I did it. Carter and Daniel protested. And Teal, well, he really didn't say anything, but I could tell he was opposed to my actions by the way he cocked his head and sort of raised his eyebrow.
Enough, Colonel. Dr. Jackson, Major Carter, and Teal'c, you will return this device immediately to the Tolan and hopefully smooth over what must be some very ruffled feathers.
Yes, sir.
Why? Our core mission is to go through that gate and find technologies we can use to defend against Goa'uld incursion. Am I right?
You are bordering on
I
insubordination.
really don't
We do not
understand
steal from
his
friends.
Well, with
motivation
no
here.
due
This doesn't
respect,
seem right.
That's just plain stupid.
Like, this isn't
Colonel,
something
And
that he
since
would
the
do.
Pentagon won't approve our backup program, we have no choice.
Colonel, do
we have
not
no
go
choice
there.
but to take whatever steps we need to get what we need.
As long as I am in command of the SGC. We will hold ourselves to the highest ethical standard.
And when the Goa'uld wipe us out because we have nothing with which to defend ourselves, I'm sure we'll all feel great about ourselves and our high moral standard.
Colonel O'Neill, you are out of line. Now stand down.
Something's wrong. Like, I
Colonel O'Neill,
don't believe that he would
I
do
am
this.
hereby relieving you of your command. You are to report to the infirmary and stay there until I send for you.
No holding cells, sir?
That could very well be your next stop if you say another word, Colonel.
Incoming traveler.
Now get down to the infirmary and submit yourself for a complete examination. Teal'c, escort him. And Teal'c, you are no longer under Colonel O'Neill's command. Is that understood?
Understood.
Unauthorized incoming traveler. Closing the iris.
Hey! Hey! Stop playing with my cable! Think I didn't notice that? Silly kitty. Okay, she might be just cleaning herself now, but she was playing with it.
Your Eminence, welcome to Earth. Hi, Chancellor Travell. This is General Hammond, commander of this facility.
It's an honor to meet you.
I need to deal with this. Sorry about that. She was just eating, it's fucking Willow. She was eating my bloody cable again. I thought she has grown out of that, but no, she's doing it again. And then I walked over to her and she like freaked out a little bit and then went further behind and then started nibbling on All Might, my pop vinyl. She's out of here now, but what the hell?
I only wish it were under more pleasant circumstances. We have come to retrieve our stolen property and to tell you that all diplomatic relations with your people will be terminated.
Carter?
Sir,
What?
is there anything I can do?
About?
Well, sir, with respect, you aren't exactly acting like yourself.
No, Carter. I haven't been acting like myself since I met you. Now I'm acting like myself.
Yeah, okay, there's definitely something wrong with him. That was unbelievably rude. Have you been possessed by any hyenas lately?
Come to retrieve your vastly superior stuff? You know, it'd be a lot more superior if it wasn't so easy to steal.
Colonel O'Neill, get in here and take a seat. Close the door. My God, Jack, you've really crossed the line here.
In terms of my insubordination toward you, you're absolutely right, General. And for that, I'm truly sorry. But I still think what I did was right.
I just met with two
really
members of the
wasn't.
Tolan High Council who disagree.
So the Tolan are dictating our policies now, eh?
The victims of a crime are demanding that the perpetrator be dealt with appropriately.
I'm a criminal?
What you've done here is clearly a court-martialable offense. I have to press charges.
By all means, General, do what you have to do.
I do have one other option I can offer you, Jack.
What's that?
Early retirement.
Now, see, I tried that once before, and you pulled me out of it.
The offer is only on the table while you're in this room.
All this for one little indiscretion.
I mean, it's ruining the...
5 counts of direct
allegiance
insubordination to superior officers and a United States senator. 2 counts of refusal to obey orders. Kidnapping an alien child. Should I go on?
The proverbial straw?
You got it. I'd accept the offer if I were you, Jack. Beats the hell out of the present time you'd get otherwise.
Then I guess I'm retiring.
Hi.
What do you want?
I'm not sure to tell you the truth. I'm here to talk, I guess.
So talk.
You got another one of those?
Yeah.
Feel like sharing?
Beer? Sure.
So, how you feeling about all this?
Yes to the beer. No to the feelings.
That's too bad because I don't really like beer.
Neither.
Stop your worrying. I'm fine.
Really? That's funny because I didn't figure you for the early retirement type anymore.
My eyes
There's
twitching.
another reason you're
Why?
angry, isn't there?
Oh, here we go. Pop Psych 101, right?
No, when we were in the briefing, you said something about The Pentagon not giving us the backup we requested. What were you talking about?
Hammond and I were planning a secondary SGC base off-world. It was going to serve as a backup in case ours was attacked. I was going to command.
And the Pentagon pulled the plug.
Okay.
So you're acting out because you're hurt, because you didn't get a command.
Give me a break, Daniel. Their denial of the program was just another indication that they're not serious about attaining our goals.
Which you think is attaining new weapons and technology.
Protecting ourselves.
But isn't our mission also about establishing and maintaining diplomatic relations with other cultures?
What's the point if we don't gain anything to help our other interests?
Well, there's a lot we could learn from people like the Tolan that has nothing to do with technology and weapons.
Stuff that interests people like you, Daniel, not people like me. I want to see tangible gains from our efforts. If people like the Tolan don't want to share, we should just take.
You really believe that?
Being sweet and nice isn't going to stop 3 or 4 Goa'uld motherships if they decide to come back again. Rather
I mean,
be
you
a
guys
thief and
have
alive
taken
than
on
honest and dead. It's a cliche, but there
Goa'uld
it is.
motherships before.
If you really believe that, I guess I never really knew you at all.
Come on. You're a bright guy. You had to sense some of this. Then no. I guess you couldn't relate to me any more than I could to you.
So this whole friendship thing we've been working on the last few years is...
Apparently not much of a foundation there, huh?
What the hell is going on? Is this another alien invasion? Are you now a higher being trying to birth yourself? Are you an LMD? I have to know what's going on! Are you secretly adoptable now? Look at me listing reasons from other shows.
Colonel O'Neill.
What are you doing here?
Well, suffice it to say, I've heard about your little altercation with General Hammond.
Sweet little grapevine we got there, isn't it?
What you did
I feel like
yesterday.
maybe this is a plan now.
Get out.
But here's the
Not
thing,
interested.
right? If it is a plan, it doesn't really make sense why, why Daniel would have even come over and he was playing a part while Daniel was over just before. Because if it is just a plan, he could tell him right there and then. I don't know.
Page me when you miss the action too much. Do you know what this is?
I assume it's one of those Goa'uld communication balls.
We didn't have to negotiate for it either.
Who's we?
My organization.
An ID?
More of an offshoot.
That sort of says it all, doesn't it?
I want you to command a unit.
There are units?
Oh, yes. Would you like to meet the temporary commander of the unit I want you to run?
I guess.
I do feel like this is a plan now, but...
Colonel Mayborn.
No, man. I'd like you to meet Colonel Jack O'Neill, retired.
Hello, Newman. You look familiar.
Yes, sir. We have met briefly in a hangar at a Utah landing strip.
You're one of those kids we chased through the other Stargate.
That would be me. I apologize about having to return fire, sir.
So it was you.
Where are you?
It was
He's on another planet.
You. That coordinated
Your
that whole
mission,
thing.
Newman?
Use whatever means necessary to acquire goods and technology that could help Earth in the battle against the Goa'uld, sir, or other unforeseen aggressors.
Major Carter has accepted my command with no problem, sir, but I'm afraid Dr. Jackson and the Jaffa have not.
The Jaffa?
Maybe if you
His
didn't
name
think of
is
him as
Teal'c?
the Jaffa,
Yeah.
it would be a good start. Come in. Jack, come in. You know Colonel Makepeace?
Yeah.
How's the retirement going?
Great. I retire, I wake up, I retire, it's a living. I'm bored out of my skull, sir.
I'm sorry to hear that. Something I can help you with?
Actually, there is, General.
Would you like me to leave, Jack?
I don't care.
We're not finished, Colonel Makepeace.
I'll make it fast, General. I'm hoping you could grant me one last favor.
I'm listening.
I want to retire off-world.
Jack, I don't know if I...
You remember that woman I told you about on Edora?
Yes?
Well, I promised her I'd come back someday. I'm asking you to help me keep that promise.
If I agree to do this, you know I can't give you a GDO. That means you can never return to Earth through the gate.
I understand that, sir.
Interesting transition. I like that.
Colonel O'Neill, it is an honor, sir.
Newman.
We may look a little ragtag, but I assure you, we're very good at what we do.
Which is stealing stuff.
Well, acquiring what we need to defend our planet, Colonel.
And you measure how good you are by the fact that you've never been caught?
Well, and by the spoils of our missions. Would you care to take a gander at one of our latest acquisitions?
Sure. I'll take a gander.
Who's this frickin' Sam wannabe looking
What do you think,
girl?
Colonel?
Lieutenant Claire Tobias, sir.
Tobias, Jack O'Neill.
It's all right, sir. I'll leave you in the lieutenant's very capable hands.
So, tell me about this thing.
Well,
Stop. Scientist?
Engineer. Why?
You remind me of someone in my old command.
Major Carter.
Yeah, you're a wannabe
How do you know
Carter.
her?
She beat me out of a position in the SGC.
Oh.
Because she's better than you. I don't know
So,
who you are.
what do you do around here?
My job is to examine some of the larger items we acquire. The ones that are too big to be transported back to Earth. See if we can backwards engineer them and send the plans home to Colonel Mayburn.
Colonel Mayburn would like to talk to you.
Jack, I see you made it in one piece.
It's swell, Harry.
We do what we can to make it comfortable. I have your first mission, Colonel. PX-3595.
About time we got one of those things.
SG-9 was unable to negotiate to get the device.
What device we talking about?
Newman can fill you in on all the details. Good luck, Colonel.
Claire.
You're gonna love this. Pretty cool, huh?
Thing looks Asgard.
It is. This is an Asgard protected planet.
Cool, so we're just cool.
Can you imagine the ways we could use this for Black Ops back on Earth?
Yep, but it's not back on Earth. You gonna be able to backwards engineer this thing?
Don't have to. Items this small, we just send back to Earth.
No.
We got a man on the inside.
You telling me Makepeace is probably the
Carter, Dr. Jackson, run your
fucking
test.
right?
See if the intel was right about Naquita deposits here.
No, don't be silly. Oh my god, I'm so surprised the random guy that was introduced to this episode, maybe he was in another episode, I don't know, that was introduced to the team in this episode is a rat! Oh my god, no way!
How'd it go, sir? Mayborn had the coordinates right, but his timing sucked. I just about ran into the SG team on my way back through the gate.
What's going on? Sir! Sir, we do not open the gate without direct orders from Colonel Mayborn. Colonel, what are you doing?
Opening up some options.
There's an Asgard ship descending over the base! What are they doing?
Taking back
Piss
what's
off the
rightfully
Asgard.
theirs, I guess. Listen up, all of you. You got two choices here. As soon as they stop taking stuff, they're gonna start taking people. Now you can go with the Asgard, or you can follow me. Your choice. I'll be holding the door open so you can't go anywhere else.
So that was very strategically placed, it looks like. So this was definitely a plan.
Good job, kids. Give me one of those things right there.
What the hell? What are you doing?
Would be my job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that you are all under arrest for high crimes against the United States and its allies.
You really blew it, O'Neill.
Oh, I think it came off quite nicely, don't you, Jim?
Yes, I do.
You have no idea how high up this goes. You've pissed off the wrong people.
Like the Tolan, Tok'ra, Asgard, Nox, those folks?
They refuse to give us the things we need to defend ourselves against the Goa'uld.
We don't need their stuff, Makepeace. We do need them.
Get them out there.
The thing is, their conversations in private don't make sense, so that's what bothers me about this episode.
So, just to clarify, this whole past week, beginning with the appeal we made on Talana, in which I did a lot of hard work, by the way, I take it that was all a scam.
Within the last 2 weeks, the Asgard and the Tolan approached us independently of each other with evidence that we were stealing technology from them.
We? The SGC?
Yes, the Asgard, the Tolan, and the Nox were going to sever all ties with us. But we convinced them the theft must be the action of a rogue group from outside the SGC.
We insisted that you apprehend them yourselves. You have now regained our trust.
You set that whole thing up on Tolana in the hopes that the mole would think you were one of them and approach you.
And you didn't think you could trust us to help?
We wanted to assure that your reaction to the Colonel's behavior was as it should be.
Okay, but the private conversation between you guys
O'Neill be the only one involved.
in the first one where you let him go, like,
They like
no.
me.
That's what's a little frustrating about TV shows sometimes. They try and, like, create this, mystery, and then, like, they show us, like, something fake on screen. Like, a conversation that two people would have. Like, the conversation that these guys had in private where he let him go. In that room, there's no reason that they should have been so hostile towards each other. Like, it would have been like, okay, the plan is in motion, I'm gonna exit now, and we begin, whatever. Right, but the fact is, they were, like, hostile towards each other purely for the purely for the, audience's sake. That's what's so frustrating about TV shows sometimes. I don't like that, like, deceptiveness that doesn't lead to anything real, you know?
Daniel? That stuff I was talking about at my house, the place was bugged.
Which you didn't...
Keep up the
Oh, the place is bugged, was it?
And obviously the whole friendship thing, the foundation's all solid. Obviously.
Why would you allow your house to be bugged?
No, I
Or stay
feel
bugged.
I do appreciate that you were the one that came to see if I was okay. That means something.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
Huh?
We drew straws. I lost.
Well, I mean, at least you guys thought that you had to go see him. That's something. Alrighty, well that was Stargate SG-1 Season 3, Episode 18. I'm glad that we kind of, you know, touched upon the people that were jumping through the other Stargate. Like, we dealt with that. That's been, like, a while since that happened. I'm glad that we seem to be kind of wrapping up some stuff that we haven't already, which I like. I'm just a little frustrated with how they did it. Like I said, I mean, they didn't say that, I'm really blanking on the commander's name. Fuck. Anyways, look, maybe his place was bugged too, like his office or whatever, but like, then how did you put this all together? I don't know. There's just some things that don't work, and it's purely so that the audience goes, what's going on? Is O'Neill being evil? What's going on? Like, and it's frustrating, I think. But otherwise, it was a pretty decent episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.